As you play Pokemon, Game Freak usually leaves clues here and there of things that are to come, but normally we do not realize until they have already been fulfilled, since it is then when they make sense. Let's take a look at some of them that came true in the Alola region. Number 7. Ride Pokemon. Pokemon X and Y allowed us to ride a Pokemon called Gogoat around Lumio City for 200 Pokéyens, and we could also ride its pre-evolution Esquido around a ranch for free. And let's not forget about riding Rhyhorn, Mamoswine, and Lapras. We must also remember Kyogre, Wildmare, and Sharpedo in Auras. The ones that caught my attention the most are Lapras and Sharpedo for obvious reasons. It is needless to say it was all a hint for ride Pokemon in Pokemon Sun and Moon. Number 6. Sandygast. I was playing Pokemon Emerald during the days that Sandygast was revealed for Sun and Moon, and turns out that right after Mirage Tower crumbles and you talk to this guy, he will say, "What was it like inside? Were the Sandygast and such?" Several years later, we get a Sandygast Pokemon going by the name Sandygast. Turns out that this is the only time this text appears. If you go back later, he doesn't mention the Sandygast anymore. Number 5. Alolan Vulpix. This prophecy may sound kind of forced, but it makes a bit of sense. There are several Pokédex entries that say that when Vulpix is born, it has a white tail and then divides into several as it grows. Its entry from Pokemon Leaf Green says it is born with a snow white tail. My theory is that when Vulpix is born, the weather is not cold enough for it to be its Alolan form, but suggests that if it was born in a cold environment, its body would adapt to that climate by being born as an ice-type Vulpix instead of fire. On the webpage of Pokemon Sun and Moon, it says the following. It is said that Vulpix came to the Alola region together with humans, but the fox Pokemon moved to the snowy mountain peaks to avoid the normal habitats of other Pokemon, and thus it ended up taking on this form. Why would a fire-type Pokemon go to the snowy mountains? Shouldn't it have gone to the volcanic areas of Alola to feel more at ease? Those are not very populated either. What if Vulpix really went to the snowy mountains because it was attracted to them? What if its white tail was actually a clue that Vulpix was really an ice type from the start? Number 4. Alolan Exeggutor. Following Alolan Vulpix, we have Alolan Exeggutor, who was featured in a painting in Auras, but it was actually hinted long ago in Japan. We could see it in 1997 within a Jungle Booster Park artwork. It is not 100% accurate since the middle face of the actual Alolan Exeggutor has a more happy face, but maybe the one in the booster pack was just having a bad day. Number 3. Talking with Pokemon. In the building of the Devon Corporation, there is a scientist who is looking for a way to talk to Pokemon, but apparently he still has a lot of work to do since he says the same thing in Auras. Pokemon Sun and Moon introduced the Rotom-Dex, a way for people and Pokemon to communicate. While it is true that it is a Pokemon talking with us, I really believe that something bigger still awaits us and that this prophecy is really incomplete. Number 2. Team Rainbow Rocket. In Heart Gold and Soul Silver, if you take Celebi to its shrine in Ilex Forest, it will trigger an event where Giovanni says he will make a stronger organization, even though when you defeat him later on, he has a change of heart regarding that idea. But maybe he had a second change of heart, since we already know that one of the trailers for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon reveals Team Rainbow Rocket. According to speculations, this organization is made up of villains where they have accomplished their goals, so it might not be the same Giovanni, since, you know, we already crushed him several times. Number 1. A strange souvenir. There's this backpacker in Pokemon X and Y that hints about the Alola region. You have to find him in one of the several hotels of Kalos, and then he moves from one hotel to the other. He mentions that his region is not one we know of by mentioning all the regions we have met so far. He talks about the champion, which we already know is you, congratulations by the way, A town, maybe Ike Town, I don't think there is anything to brag about Vanilla Town or Po Town. And a facility, probably the Battle Royale or Festival Plaza. But Festival Plaza is nothing to brag about either. After talking to him for a few days, he gives you the strange souvenir. Its item description in X and Y says, an ornament depicting a Pokémon that is venerated as a protector in some region far from Kalos. While its Sun and Moon description says, an ornament depicting a mysterious Pokémon that has been venerated as a guardian deity for an extremely long time in the Alola region. Guardian sounds as a reference to the Tapus, but since there are 4 of them, it is most likely referencing Solgaleo or Lunala, since you can encounter only one of them during your adventure. And that finishes the list. Do you know of any other prophecy that came true for these games? Let me know in the comments. Remember to like and share this video with a friend or several friends, you know, it's up to you. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more. See you guys in the next video.